You all know about the stuff going on in the UK, right? All the privacy laws. If you live in the UK, I'm sure you're all too aware of it. But basically, the UK passed a law that is aimed, and what they say is that the intention is to protect the children, which who could possibly be against that, right? But basically what it means in practice, which is a separate question from what the intent is, in practice, it means that all sorts of things that are gated based on age now require verification. So there's been stories, for example, over the last couple of weeks where people can't get into Discord servers, even Discord servers they own, unless they can verify through a third-party source their age. Some of them are doing it through face scans where you use your phone, take a picture, it uses whatever algorithm to guesstimate your age based on the picture. Other companies are using verification through like actual government IDs and stuff. So you have to scan your government ID and upload it to a website to get access to it if it's meant for adults. And it's no doubt coming to games as well. Well, Tez 2 is a gaming sort of maybe reporter, or he covers gaming stuff, specifically Rockstar stuff. And he was doing some data mining from the looks of it into GTA Online. And what he found was exactly what you would expect given this new law from the UK. Rockstar is planning to implement age assurance checks in the near future, rolling them out by region, meaning you will likely need to verify your age in order to access GTA Online, and possibly even when GTA 6 launches as an M-rated video game, also just the game. You'll need to verify your age. And they might also just lock certain features and like in-game systems behind these walls. So maybe you can only access phone messages, text chat, Snapmatic until you verify your age, and then that unlocks. Who knows? But they are building into their code these checks. So soon you will have to do that. You'll have to do that. There's a dude in the UK with tattoos on his face who cannot get verified by selfie. AI recognizes his face as a mask. Okay, it was a little funny. The one most amazing workaround I've seen is Death Stranding 2. They go into the photo mode of Death Stranding 2 and point the camera at Sam, and because he's moving and shifting around, it thinks it's an actual person and passes, which is just kind of cool. It's just kind of cool. But this is only the beginning. You know, this UK law, as far as I understand it, as somebody in the great freedom country, the law in the UK will only continue to apply to more and more things as new things release, and nobody wants to infringe upon this. So everybody's going to play by the rules. It's not Rockstar's fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's the government's fault for passing a brain dead law, in my opinion. And this is what you get for it. This is what you get. I mean, realistically, you could see games, whether it's Call of Duty or even Battlefield 6 or whatever, if it's rated M, you won't be able to play it unless you verify your age. And right now, yeah, there's workarounds where you scan Sam's face inside of Death Stranding 2 or something and you get around it. They, like, the people enforcing this are seeing those workarounds. Soon they might just say, okay, screw it, that doesn't work anymore. You have to send in a scan of your government ID or something. Like that's the standard, you know, because if they notice that you can work around it so easy, it's not impossible. It's I would argue quite likely that they'll just start to try and enforce it another way. Now, VPNs, yes, VPNs are currently also a workaround, which is a nice workaround to have. But we had somebody in here the other day, maybe you guys know and can verify, somebody in chat the other day was from the UK and said that there's already talks of banning VPNs, which of course they are. So, just be aware. This is happening. If you're in the UK and you don't like this, get out and vote. Make fun of your politicians. That's always a good idea. Put them into adult cartoons, you know, like South Park, you know, make your own South Park, tease them that way. They love that kind of thing. Just make it clear. Stand up. You know, stand up, figure it out. The kids will find workarounds. I mean, they're very resourceful, but it's only, you know, one step at a time to get more and more egregious. And, I don't like the idea of governments being involved in my hobbies, period. And, you know, seeing broad government enforcement over this stuff is just kind of silly and a little wacky, you know. Yes, they do say it's all intended to protect the children, which I can of course appreciate as somebody who has children. I can appreciate that intent, but as they also say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and in this case, you know, you might be meaning well, but end up screwing things up pretty significantly in the process. So be aware if you're in the UK, this is happening. This is happening. It's possible it also comes to other countries as well. I don't know why, honestly, Rockstar would like start age restricting stuff in the US if they can help it, because let's be real, there's a lot of minors who are playing and spending a lot of money on these games. So if they can avoid enforcing it in other countries, I think they will. But still, just be aware. Just be aware. Am I pro or against this law? No, I mean, I don't think that this... Like, if the intention is to protect the children, I think the children are just going to work around it. And then you manage to also have the government get directly involved in what video games can and can't be released, how they have to be released. Like, I don't think this achieves what they're trying to achieve. I think it bungles everything else. And it also is just another step towards government regulation of your hobby, which I don't love. Like, I don't want the government telling me which golf clubs I can buy. Like, I don't want them telling me, like, I just, you know, I like my stuff. I like doing my thing, you know? Yeah, they're going up against Wikipedia. Yeah, in social media, they wanted to get X banned countrywide. Like, yeah, what they'll say, they'll always tell you the intention is good. They'll tell you something you can't disagree with, right? Like, so you don't like children is what you're saying. It's like, no, I just don't think you are capable of doing the thing you want to do. And I think you're also just trying to control everything in life and ruin everybody's liberty. Sorry, I pulled a muscle in my back and I'm trying to get my back to pop. But they'll be like, oh, well, this is meant to protect the children. So if you disagree with us, you don't like children. And it's like, no, you're the one trying to frame it that way, you know? Yeah, what are you going to do with that golf club? Exactly.